guys, I am coming on really quick and doing a thrift haul video to share what I picked up thrifting the last couple days. And this means I've had an epic failure at the no spending for the next 4 months. So I guess I'm counted out because I completely and totally failed. So this is just going to be a quick thrift. I got some styrofoam balls for $1.99, and that's what they were originally at some place, but they're not this price anymore. And I'm going to make some Christmas baubles with ribbon with those. Then I got and I didn't care that these are all different colors. Well, hey guys. Hi Sharon, hi Kendra, hi Janet. These were 99 cents a piece. I'm pretty sure these came from Target, but I thought how fun it would be to cut die cuts in these. Like if I was going to cut a bunch of die cuts out, I could keep them organized by theme. Like I have some beachy ones, some flower ones, and things like that. And these are really neat containers that would look cute stacked on a shelf like that. So there's those. Those were 99 cents. And I was shopping on a day I didn't get my discount. But all of the books at this particular Goodwill, all of them were 50% off. So the $2 books were $1. So this says Cooking Creatively with Natural Foods, and I've never seen this cookbook before. It's an older cookbook, and I myself much prefer old cookbooks over the new ones that are coming out myself, because I love to cook from scratch. That's all I do is cook from scratch. Scott says stuff in a box is crap in a box, and he hates that stuff. So everybody's popping in. Hi, Samantha Owens. Hi, Christy. Hi, Mitzi. So I'm quickly going to go through this. I got quite a stack. That's why I said I'm an epic failure at the no spend for the rest of the year. So I got that book, but then I got some other books as well. This book I already own, but it is packed away. So when we get settled somewhere, I'll give the extra copy away. So when we get settled wherever we're going to settle, and I have a room set up and all my stuff is out, I already have this book. So I'll give this one away then. But Nancy Zeman, Sewing with Nancy, this is the best fitting book I think I've ever found. Because, when you go shopping for sewing patterns, you must go by your own measurements. Don't go by the size that you would normally buy in the store, simply because patterns are made completely different than the industry makes clothing, if that makes sense. And her book tells you to use the measurement between the arm creases for your tops and dresses and anything that fits. Because if you buy a pattern that'll fit your shoulder measurement, everything else, the fitting changes for everything else are so much easier. And this book tells you how to do them. So I was tickled to find that. And then this one, I don't know what's got me obsessed with these Better Homes and Gardens. I do know. My grandma that raised me had the entire set of these Better Homes and Gardens little thin cookbooks. She had them all. I think she got on one of those book club things where they just send you the cookbook and she paid for it, which was kind of rare for her to do that. But this one's all make-ahead cookbooks, recipes that I thought would help me with Greg is planning to do some road trips, and this is why I'm not committing to a permanent Wednesday night live right now, because Greg is doing road trips, which means I have to spend a lot of extra time cooking ahead. So Scott will have food, and then I have to, while I'm away, keeping an eye on the house and all of that, Greg can travel, and I'm going to be on the road too much and having to do all this other stuff. So anyway, that's why I'm decided not to do that. And then this one was favorite ways with chicken. And I remember Grandma having that one. And here's my whopping $8 I spent yesterday. Woohoo! It says I saved $3 with them. I think that's all I got at that Goodwill. It was not this Goodwill that I put my back out yesterday. It was the one before that. So let me get that one now. That was from today. This is from the Goodwill in Traveler's Rest, and I think I spent a whopping $3 there. They had a bunch of this, and this came from Piece Goods Shop. Do y'all remember Piece Goods Shop? I used to buy fabric there all the time, but they had a whole bunch of the sew-in interfacing, which, you know, the iron-in is good a lot of the time, but there are some materials that it's best to use the sew-in. And then these napkins, and this is when I failed. This is the item that made me fall off, because I thought how cool these would be for Christmas time. I could do projects with the napkins that look like peppermint. So yeah, that's when I failed. Eleanor Burns is if she has a channel, you guys, Eleanor Burns does here on YouTube, and she does live events, and they share quilt blocks, and she'll show you techniques, and mainly she's on there selling those rulers and stuff. But yeah. They had the whole set. Well, this one had a bunch of the set, but I've been just trying to buy the ones that I know we'll use. Hi, y'all. Y'alls even. Susan, you crazy woman. Anyway. Oh, well, I know they have one, which I shouldn't have bought, but I did buy it. It's their cookie cookbook. That thing is amazing in that little narrow cookbooks. If you find the cookie one and you want to have it for like Christmas time to make cookie trays, they have some excellent recipes in there. So that's one I bought. Even though I'm diabetic and I'm not supposed to make cookies, I can make cookies and give them away at Christmas time. Hi, Tanya. I might do that, Susan. That is something Tanya and I, hint, could maybe when Tanya is available, she and I could get together and double team, just doing maybe a simple skirt pattern and instructions on that, and maybe a simple shirt. The Sewing with Nancy book really gives a lot of really great tips on fitting, and she doesn't do, in that book, she teaches you how to do it with the slide and shift method instead of cutting the pattern apart and, you know, dividing it out and retaping it and doing all that mess. Nancy's method is so much easier, and you get a much better fit. But I'll think about it, and maybe Tanya and I can talk about it. So those were the two things I got at the Goodwill that I put my back out with, which my back is much better now. And then, so today I decided I would go on the hunt. Janet had asked if I could find her some sewing patterns, you know, for the new thing of doing the sewing, whatever y'all are doing with sewing patterns. And I had told her that I had brought a box of my patterns up to go through. Well, it wasn't my clothing patterns. It's actually my baby dolls and Barbie dolls and pet sewing patterns. So I want to keep all of those because I have this idea that I could maybe sell the baby doll clothes. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to get back into it. Anyway, I found this pattern, and I don't think it matters what the pattern is, does it, Janet? Because this is from maternity clothes. So I got you this pattern. It was 50 cents. At least I think it was 50 cents. No, 99 cents. And then I got one of these light bulbs that goes inside a ceramic piece. I have some ceramic pieces packed away that need the light bulb. So that's what I got. But this really, it's leather. It's a journal. It's got this wonderful paper, which I don't know what kind of paper this is. Journal, Bombay Brown with tie, made in India for Barnes and Noble. And I got it for 99 cents, which I thought was a great deal. So I thought that was a deal. So you see why I fell off the wagon. Okay, great. That's good. And then, whoops, quit reaching like that. That can even hurt yourself. I went to Miracle Hill. She tied it in a knot, and I didn't want her to do that, but she was on a roll. I got this little guy. He just had a little gray right here, and his tail was all gray except for the tip. That would be Tippy. And he was $2.50. At Miracle Hill, you have to spend $5 or more to be able to use your debit card. And because we never carry cash, and our bank is in another city, and we have, we'd end up having to pay fees unless I can remember to get cash back at the grocery store. So anyway, I had to spend over $5 is what I'm trying to say. These I got for $1.55. Seed starting kits. There's 4 of them there, or trays. And then this here, which I thought was beautiful paper, $1.50. It's got, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's got a shimmer glitter on the roses. It's just really pretty paper. See, look on the butterflies. Can you see the shimmer? There, you kind of see it shimmering. That's what I was thinking, Janet. And it's the perfect size. I could carry it with me and, write down notes and stuff. I like the number of repeats on the sheets in this. So, like I said, $1.50. And then, let's open this up. I got this whole bag for 50 cents. Look at the old vintage men's pajama patterns. Scott doesn't wear pajamas, so I'm going to send you this, Janet. I'll put it back in this bag. And then there's another pajama pattern, which I think I already own that one, and a skirt pattern. So that'll give you 4 patterns to play with, okay? So I'll send them. That's the last thing I need to slide in your box. And then I'll have all of the boxes off the couch that I've been holding to send off. And I mailed postcards today that I made with Mary last night. And then as I was doing that with her, I just got an envelope out and used all of the prompts on here with the excess paint. So I didn't have any waste of paint. It's on this envelope. So now I have an envelope I can fill up with random goodies and mail out to somebody. Of course, I'll put, labels or something for the addresses. But I had a blast today. I just had to get out of the house. You're welcome, Janet. Do you know the flower stamp that I used? These two flower stamps, I made them with a recycled yoga mat. Where are they? Oh, see, there's that one. I just cut out shapes with my scissors and put them on hard cardboard. So I can't wash these. That's why they're getting built up with paint. But I've used these. And you get that cool texture. And if you get a lot of paint on it, when you lift up, you get the dendritic printing where it looks like veins, see? So they're a lot of fun and easy to make. And I find yoga mats all the time. So anyway, I'm not staying on long. I know Beth and Colleen were on, but I wanted to share my haul bits so that I could put them up, and I want to work at clearing off the couch again. So I'm going to let you guys go. And next Wednesday, I'm going to be on the road, so I won't be able to do a live and or packing for several days away. All right, thanks. Yeah, you probably could, Janet. They'd be a lot thicker to cut. That's the only thing. And I'm going to do a video on something using craft foam too. So that's coming up. Night all. See you later. Thanks for stopping in.